All right, so I think I found a pretty nice pair of sneakers for you guys that like a little bit of a rugged feel to your runners. This is the Nike ZoomX Ultrafly Trail, as you can see from the trail box. I really dig that. But this pair, honestly, probably not for me. However, when I tried them on, wore these for the last couple weeks, they're actually really nice. And so I wanted to give you guys my thoughts on them. And actually, check this out. A little bonus inside the box, you have 3 different stickers in here, pretty nice. On the top of the box here, it says "Worn to be Wild." Pretty funny. This color is white, black, total orange. So I got a size 9.5, which is my true to size, and it fits me just perfectly. If you guys are interested in buying a pair of these, I will link them in the description of the video. If you guys use that link, it lets Nike know that you guys rock with the channel, and I do get a little bit of a kickback when you guys make that purchase. First things first, right out of the box, it gives me off-white vibes, like Virgil Abloh Off-White, the 10 collection. For some reason, it gives me those vibes. I think it's because of the off-white color. You have foam around the collar, but it's kind of visible as well, so it's kind of like a deconstructed vibe there. Also, the unique positioning of the Nike swoosh. And then the underlays of like the orange and stuff definitely has that off-white vibe in this colorway. Really, really like this one. In hand, on feet, everything about it I really dig. But in hand, there's a couple elements that are definitely worth noting, and primarily we're looking at this midsole and outsole. So first things first, the outsole. It's a Vibram outsole, which is very interesting. Nike never outsources their traction and their products, and this is a Vibram branded outsole, which again, usually we get Nike. But I think it was the right move though, because Vibram makes really nice stuff. And on the bottom it says Mega Grip, Light Base, Traction Lugs, and then Vibram branding on the bottom. So these traction lugs are pretty significant. Definitely lots and lots of sticky feel on the bottom of there. But then you get to the midsole, and that's where everything is completely different. It is ZoomX, as you could see, it says right here on the side of it, but it's wrapped in fabric. So I was like, what is happening here? It's a very interesting feel to the touch. It has sort of a soft, silky feel, but it's just really weird. It's like encased in fabric. And I was worried about the encasing of the ZoomX in the fabric to see if it was like muted feel, but it's actually really good. It is a little bit soft to the touch, but it's not like crazy soft and squishy, but it is really good on feet, and you definitely feel the ZoomX. So something that I really like about the overall construction of the shoe is the width of the forefoot of the shoe is really big. Toe box, lots of room to wiggle your toes and stuff. And then the width on the back is actually pretty decent as well. It's not overly wide, but it's not so narrow that it feels like wobbly like the Zoom Flies were back in the day. It's just the right amount of width for myself to where I felt secure and a good amount of cushioning. On the upper of the shoe, it does say it is a vapor weave upper, and it's very, very breathable. And then you do see little hits of foam padding on the tongue as well as around the collar and kind of like a blue foam. I like the overall design elements of the shoe. Again, very deconstructed sort of vibe. You can see the eyelets right here with some extra fused material. And then on this side, it says Nike Trail Racing Percent in a foil overlay right here, which is kind of like just slapped on top over top of where you'd see the ridges right here on the other side. So I kind of like that they just layered things over top of each other. It kind of reminds me of like a bike, and then you just throw your stickers over top of it. It has a very like organic sort of feel in a sense. So I like that. The tongue is gusseted, meaning it's attached all the way through the sides right here. And it's not a very stretchy material, but there's enough width in the tongue that it actually feels really nice on foot. I can wear these just as is, loose, slip them on and go, no hands test. I actually really prefer that. It's something I can just throw on and go. Obviously, the lockdown is probably important for those people actually using this for running. So before I get into the description of what Nike says, what do I think about the overall product though? A+ for me. The only downside is the price is like $260. Crazy, crazy price point on these. This colorway again though, definitely dope. And if you needed something a little bit more rugged, I'm thinking LA walking up to see the sign or something like that. I don't know. I've never done that. But these ones would probably be an excellent choice if you did that. I think it's kind of like if you have had the Invincible runs, which is an excellent product from Nike as is. If you've tried the Pegasus line as well, the Pegasus Trails, I feel like this is kind of like a hybrid of all of those in a sense, but it's done in a really nice package with extra traction on the bottom, great amount of cushioning, the width is nice. The upper is very breathable. It's a premium product for sure. I just don't think $260 is a premium price that these should be. I think $190 would be like pushing it. But if you do want to try them out in this colorway while they're available, link in the description and you can head over to Nike. So I just wanted to give you guys a couple words from what Nike says about their own product, because sometimes it's nice to get the product definition from Nike directly. So let's go ahead and get into that. The Nike Ultrafly, $260. Manifest your mountainous best when the trail ahead is skiddy and uncertain. Our all-new championship trail racing shoe melds our best speed components from our running world with what you need to plant your flag first at the finish line. It offers peak performance, sleek speed, and endurance for those who want to summit nature's playground. For the first time in Nike trail running, we implemented a carbon Flyplate layered between ZoomX foam and a knit fabric wrapped midsole to give you propulsive energy and a springy feel. It helps you stay fresh to continue pushing the limits of speed, whether you're at 1 mile or 50 miles. Slimmer and lighter than a traditional outsole, the Vibram outsole has a sticky rubber that works with a chevron lug pattern to provide grip on both uphill climbs and downhill descents, even in wet weather. A flat bottom and minimized cross rocker give you the optimal stability on trail terrain, while the heel-to-toe rocker provides a smooth transition. Specifically engineered zones of support in the midfoot give you a secure yet lightweight feel when weaving through the trail at a rapid pace. The fabric wrap on the midsole helps to cushion the foam from the elements and abrasion of being on the trails. Hard-wearing, abrasion-resistant materials provide durability. So that explains why they use the fabric-wrapped midsole to provide the extra durability from like the elements and stuff, which totally makes sense. Having extra durability in the midsole is definitely a nice plus, especially when you have a really soft foam. The only thing I'm worried about though is whether or not this is weatherproof, because if it's not, it's going to stain and it's going to be harder to get out versus like regular ZoomX you could just wipe off. One thing I think would be probably helpful for this shoe would be to have a water resistant pair. Having a Gore-Tex upper would be really nice, but I do like the breathability of this, and I know the intended purpose is really not for me. These are for like elite trail runners. But I will tell you from a casual perspective, this is a shoe that crosses over very well to the lifestyle, at least from my experience from wearing these around in the last couple of weeks. I know it has a Flyplate in here, so you can't bend it backwards, and it's kind of sandwiched between ZoomX and whatever. Honestly, I don't notice it when I'm walking around. There's a little bit of a rocker action when you're walking, but it's not so crazy where you feel unstable when walking around in these casually. It's really something I'm pretty impressed with. Honestly, I thought I was going to get these in hand, on feet, see that they're really not for me, and then return them. I know that's been the case for the Alpha series, which is why I never reviewed like the Alpha Fly 2s or whatever they are, the latest and greatest ones, because the previous ones really weren't very good from the casual perspective. They were extremely narrow and very wobbly, not made for like walking around, really made just for running straight in marathons and stuff. I was worried that this was going to be the same thing because the price point being $260. But then I got him and I'm like, dude, the off-white vibes, definitely really dig those. They're comfortable. So 10.2 ounces is what they weigh. Not the lightest shoe out there, but definitely a nice light pair of sneakers, especially for the trail where you have a decent amount of traction on the bottom, very sticky traction. But overall, a very nice package. I think the price point's a little too high. I wish they had a waterproof version. I'm kind of worried about the midsole, like attracting dirt and stuff and staining because of the cloth material if it's not water resistant. But some of the pros about the shoes, the wide foot friendliness of the shoe is very nice. It's very breathable. It's fairly lightweight. The comfort is there, especially in the midsole. I like the idea of wrapping the technology in the foam. I thought that was kind of cool with the material. And then the Vibram outsourcing on the outsole is definitely a plus as well, something I think they executed really well. A very comfortable shoe, passes no hands test. You can just put them on and go. And overall, man, these things are pretty awesome, and I'm happy that I got a pair. If you guys actually have a pair of these as well, and you guys have other things to add to the video, leave a comment in the comment section for other people that are interested in buying these shoes, and let them know like some of the things you like or dislike about the shoe as well, because maybe I missed something that was very important. Again, sizing, true to size, I went 9.5. Super happy with that. They fit great. And yeah, man, definitely not returning them. It's something I'm going to be keeping and wearing on a regular basis, especially living in Oregon. I feel like this is a great, just all around shoe. I don't have to be on the trails. My trail could just be the bark chips at the park, and I'm walking over there and, you know, wearing these, and I'm happy about that. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and watching. Again, if you guys want to buy a pair, links in the description. Over to Nike, I'll link these as well as some of the other trails available if you guys want to see their other offerings as well. But appreciate you all for stopping by and watching. If you guys are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Much appreciated for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back for some more videos. All right, peace, guys.